क्या है स्ट्रीम का लिंक? We do have a stream live now, I think. But yeah. Ni9tails on the Killjoy. Pritez is an initiator from what it seems like. Boost is picking up the duelist role. He was on Sky last time, I think. Sky and Suba. Plays different roles from what it seems like. Ni9tails was playing Killjoy, and Brim, she does play a bit more of the support role. And we have a full team comp from Team Waffles. Waffles is not on the stage. So good to see that. She does. Wait, what? क्या? अच्छा, ओ पार्टी चैट ऑन है क्या?
ओह हाँ सॉरी.
हाँ ऑन है. वेट मेरा थोड़ी देर चुप रहते हैं जब तक ये मैच सिलेक्शन खत्म ना हो जाए. यार तुम लोगों को मेरी आवाज आ तो नहीं रही है ना?
Choose your agent.
No no.
हाँ फिर ठीक है.
अभी आया.
हाँ cool thanks. 2 Astras, definitely powerful, but probably not allowed by Valorant. And yep, let's go. Phoenix is on both sides, very exciting. Maza aayega. And we have a raise. We have alternate duelist selections from Team GG. It's going to be very interesting. No chamber on the side of GG. I am a huge chamber fan myself. Definitely like to see some cool deagle plays. And Team Waffles, Team Sidex has been practicing with the Sheriff, so let's see if they manage to pick up some heads with that gun. And it's the onus is on Team Ni9tails to attack, and I think they have a pretty decent attacking side with the Sova to support them. Sova I feel could be stronger than Sky on Ascent with how the sight kind of works. The reveal does get a lot more done with someone hiding, say, behind boxes or Jenny, right? Will not really be flashed or dogged at as easily, but they could be they could have to give their position up to the recon bolt. And let's see. Astra is also an interesting pick. Haven't seen Astra this entire tournament. Would be interested to see how that pans out. And we are live and the link is available, so let me just quickly post that and we'll get back to the casting after.
Need equipment. Thanks.
Alright, okay, so we have a bit of a B main push from Raze. Brim is watching mid as of now, so the first point of contact would be Reina, who is pushed back with a recon dart, and we have Raze pushing in. The smoke is good though, and Brim also has been smoked off. They will get sight, but there are 2 players in boathouse. Could catch them by surprise, and Arman is good for 1, Negroni is good for 1, and Arman picks up another, completely dismantling Ni9tails' Team Ni9tails attack from way back behind in the side. They probably did not expect all the players to have rotated so quickly, and Ni9tails is caught in the mid. The rotation has been stopped. 2 players getting pinched here outside B main will be flashed, and that would be the end of their time here. GG Vishal does get one, might get another. We'll see how that works. He is peaked by the entire remaining team of Waffles though, and that Waffles herself to quickly put an end to his life. Yo, thanks for joining. Alright, eco round, interesting. Let's see what happens here. And we have Team Waffles with default setup. Chamber might be looking to aggress A main with his setup first. It's important to not play too aggressive in your eco rounds in case you give up a Spectre, but all of the action again is over at a B main, and with the 3 players kind of in that general vicinity, and Phoenix also looking for picks in mid top. Things are picking up pace over mid and over B. Killjoy egg distraction for enough of Phoenix to push in, but Team Waffles does realize that something is there. Boost will be forced off that angle with a nade and escapes with his life. But Team Waffles is aware that there's a huge mid presence and they will be dropping quick peeks to see to give their positions a quick check and not giving up too much space apart from the entire mid control.
Launching smoke.
Team Ni9tails still yet to push into site, hoping for any picks here. They have been smoked off of mid also, so they are kind of caught in no man's land with the clock running low. They will have to make a decision quickly or just push in and get maybe a pick or two, get some damage in. And Waffles is lying patiently in wait here for Ni9tails to push in a little further. Negroni there to back Waffles up. The crossfire is good. The crossfire is smoked off, and Waffles is ready, does not miss. There will be more people for her to pick, and she has a 4K. I think it's now it's now time for the entire team to bait and get her an ace. And let's see if that does happen. Phoenix chooses not to fight Astra, and Waffles is running in to claim her ace, and there we go. A good quality ace, definitely not a Miko Fragger, and a huge start for Team Waffles' round and Waffles' confidence. And let's see how the rest of this game plays out. Waffles is being prayed to by Sky for that dominant performance, and again Team Ni9tails is looking to take things towards B main again. A bit of a split here though. Raze and Killjoy having a discussion on which skin to use, and they are ready to join the team at B main. And again there is going to be pure luck, no skill heading into that duel. A Phoenix v Phoenix duel possibly happening over here at mid top, and only Boost is going to use the flash to peek out and gets the advantage, but Sova is there to back pure luck no skill off, and Boost does lose his life to a double peek. A bit of an overextension here after missing his initial shots. Should probably have retreated back, but does pay with his life. Not a huge problem though. It is their bonus round, and Team Ni9tails has come up with shot control here. A trip and arena waiting for them on the other side of the smoke. Will have to time it quickly and execute fast. Only Classic does pick one up and gets out of there. A huge play by both Chamber and Reina, managing to get a pick, and Dog come out with their lives. And now it's on Team Ni9tails with the spike in a precarious situation. Will need her team to bail her out, but no, is only Classic is good for one, and now it's on Team Ni9tails does come up with a few critical frags to open up the site, and now it goes down to a 2v2 retake. The door is broken quickly, and players might be caught rotating, but no, both players from Team Ni9tails choose to play safe and have found their corner to hide in. Brim is coming up on Heaven with an upgraded Vandal, and a clean shot by Waffles is completely bolstered by her ace last round, is hitting the clean shots, but now Arman will spot the head of Raze and knocks that clean off. A huge 3-0 lead for Team Waffles. They managed to convert the bonus, their bonus round, and come out with 2 rifles. They are sitting pretty with bank and rounds, definitely in a commanding position here. And now it's on Team Ni9tails to do at least a little bit of damage in this round. They do have enough to force a buy though. They could afford maybe 2-3 rifles, but they do choose to save. And it's no ults are especially online for their side either on Team Ni9tails, so they do not have too much to work with. It's a full buy and a Brim multi on the side of Team Waffles, and with their weak purchase this time, Team GG is going towards B main. Alright, GG pure luck no skill is playing out, is feeling out B main, but and managed to get out all the Brim utility, which is probably what he was planning for, because the team is planning to go towards A main and look for the mid control, maybe a rotate towards A, slow rotate, but they do not manage to gain any ground here. Looking like a default setup, but they have pushed up behind the mid, behind the trips, and they will be looking for a fast execute here. The trip does expose their plans, and Chamber is waiting for them here. Does not manage to land the shot here, and could be worried about the pinch from 2 sides, but Boost does peek through with his flash and gets one. Looking to repeat the same, but is good for 2 here. We'll see if he's good for 3, but no. Killjoy with the Sheriff is clean here. Ni9tails does do some damage. Was looking for another pick here, but Negroni does not miss that shot. And now GG Vishal is looking for a flank from all the way behind. Maybe looking to get one player before he is out.
30
so
seconds
there
left.
is some damage down on Team Waffles before they go into the buy round for the next one. Sky is a little aware that there might be a flank, but the timing is just a bit off for Sky. And we have Vishal looping in from behind. We'll see Arman. We'll see the Vandal on the ground. We'll see how greedy he is for the
10 seconds left.
kill. And a bit of eye contact there, just giving a little stare down before going in for the kill. Is not ready for the players here though, and will not be able to hold on to that Vandal. Moving on, we have another buy versus buy round. It's a 4-0 start though. Team 9tails cannot afford to lose many more rounds here. Sorry, I mean Team 9tails cannot afford to lose many rounds here. Even though they are on attack and this could be a very defender-sided setup, they need to start getting in some rounds here. Another forward position by Chamber. Always want to use that TP to get out of the first spot with the frag. So we do have a forward position here. Let's see if he manages to pick one up. He is going to be cleared out with the drone though, and he chooses to push through. And Killjoy ult is invested behind a rotate. This is something Team 9tails have done before in the past, and we'll see if Team Waffles is aware that this might be happening. It's crucial for Arman Tucker to not die here, or the entire site will be opened up. And there it is. I think Team 9tails is going to get a free walk into the side behind Waffles being completely smoked out here. She is being pushed though, and she does hold strong. A kill kind of gifted to Team Waffles by Team 9tails here, and they are still outside B main. And with that hold from Waffles, the entire position of Team GG has been compromised. They do not have B main control anymore. The Astra ult though does kind of seem to block Team Waffles off here. They are tunnel visioning on B main here behind this Astra ult, and again Waffles is in a very crucial position here. It was completely flashed out though, and now maybe with it's on Reyna here with a flank.
30
but
seconds left.
they might be running in, and Boost does not get overwhelmed, and the setup is good. They know where the last player is, but now it's all on Negroni. He does have the spike. He does know that Killjoy will be coming in from A. His teammates do signal the possible approach that Killjoy will take, and now it's a very clutch situation.
10 seconds
Killjoy
left.
needs that kill, and Negroni, let's see if he can pop that head. And he does catch 9tails a little unaware, just was facing the pressure of the clock here, and does end up giving her life for that. Very good strategy executed by Team 9tails, just falling a bit short. Raze overextended there into market, pushing their own smoke and losing their life because of it. Almost could have converted that round had they maintained that B main control. I mean that control into B side, but they were pushed off, and with the clock running out, it was always going to be a little difficult. Now with their weaker buys, we have GG looking to play outside A main, and again Sova's probably gonna drone Chamber out. Does not want to give up their life to lurking Chamber. They do get smoked off here, but Raze looking to follow that drone in with an ult. Will find Boost behind the ult, and it's down on Chamber here to get some more picks here. And he does hold short, but there are not players flanking in from short. And a huge play from Raze, gets the ult kill, but Waffles is there for the late trade. It's going to be a 2v3 retake. It's not going to be easy, but behind the Sky ult, they can get into sight, and Arman will capitalize. And two players playing in from main are mollied off. The site is being checked, and now we have a very clear 2v2 situation, but with the Astra utility, and they have sucks for days. The flash, the concuss, and the defense of the post plant from Team GG was very clean, and that nets them their first round. Always going to be a nightmare playing in against a Phoenix that could flash you from A main, and an Astra who's simply not gonna let you plant. Well played by GG, and they are showing that they are ready to play the post plants very well. That's probably the significance of the Astra pick coming in here. You can see they have Sova, Killjoy, Astra, all three players who will contribute to post plant situations. And Team Waffles so far have not faced that because they have not let Team 9tails plant, and that's probably going to be their strategy if they want to chain in more rounds. Bit of a passive setup from Chamber this time, only with the Spectre, but there is some action over here at mid. Waffles caught by surprise here, but manages to stay alive. Will molly their team off to give in some control, and Phoenix does get into a very advanced position, but they probably do realize that this would be taken by Phoenix, but no. And some more action over here at mid. Waffles is good for one, Boost is good for another, and it looks like it's going to be a retake situation again. Phoenix is waiting here for a flash, for no flashes, but he is waiting to catch a few players off guard. Chamber could lose his life. He's not prepared for Phoenix to be here. Waffles is cleaned up though, and it's the moment of truth. Chamber does not clear that, and another good hold for Team GG off the back of Raze here. Absolutely dominating round from here. He has been showing signs of aggression from the previous round with his ult online. He wasn't afraid to jump in, keep pushing, and get those kills for his team, and that is continuing on. Team Waffles will need to counter this aggression from Raze if they want to have a say in how the match progresses. Bit of a weaker buy coming in from Team Waffles. Waffles leading the charge herself with 10 kills. And again, Chamber is going to be looking to push up ahead on A main with a Bulldog. His position is aware though. He should be TPing out very soon. Just manages to escape with a sliver of his life, and the action is back at A main. 3 players have rotated in team. It's up to Team GG whether they will choose to force this situation or try to push out here. Phoenix is waiting for them with a flash, but they are thinking to rotate out. Arman though with a quick flank is ready for any such shenanigans. The timing is perfect from Arman. Gets one, gets another, and is coming in absolutely huge. Gets 2 and gets away, and they are looking to push more on the back of Sky's utilities. Boost though overextends his position a bit and gives up his life, but there are more flashes coming in here. It's a flash party, and now with Team Waffles Killjoy ult being posted, I think it's Team Ni9tails Killjoy only. Oops. The Killjoy ults are just being chained with orbs very fast, and only Classic with 5 HP here. Difficult situation.
30 seconds
again. Team Ni9tails manages to get the spike down. Raze has an ult here. Things are looking difficult on this retake, but let's see how it progresses. Team Ni9tails does have an idea that the retake is going to be coming in from the flank, and both players are ready to reach A main. And with the ult also invested, Waffles escapes barely with her life, but her position is known, and it's all down on Reyna versus Killjoy here. The first head wins, and it's Negroni with the clutch, with the insane clutch. Very close down to the wire here, but does secure the round for his team. And with that, it's a 6-2 half. I mean, not half, but a 6-2 score line in the favor of Team Waffles, who do manage to win that round on coming in from a weaker buy. And now we have the entire pressure is on Team GG to string in as many rounds as they can before they are pushed on to the defending side of things, where they may or may not have a better luck against Team Waffles. Again, lining up to be an A main take, and with this time on the back of Phoenix's ulti, they both have an owl drone and a human drone to clear sight, and only one player this time in A main. I predict the site will go in their favor. It's all on Negroni to see if he can get a pick or not. He is in a difficult situation though. He is going to be checked. He peeks out and gets one, and that's, I think, the most he could have hoped for at there. Re-aggressing the side back of the Phoenix ulti, completely blind Boost, managed to kill pure luck no skill, and reveals the position of another. This is looking good for Team Waffles here, but the reinforcements have not yet come in, are a little slow, and the flank is a bit late also, and it's all on Astra coming in here to get at least one here. Her position is known though, will get triple peaked, and that's the end of the possible push into mid. Possible push into A. It was huge from Negroni to take one pick before he died in that situation, and from there, in the chaos, Team Waffles does manage to come out on top. And I think the timeout is called here very well. It was definitely needed. Team Ni9tails does need to evaluate their position and come up with something else. Maybe slow things down here. they haven't really been able to get into sight most of the rounds. Bunch of rotates here and there. Maybe they might want to play a default setup. Team Waffles has made it clear that they are aware they are ready to flank you when you push into sight. Maybe they need to keep a lurker around to catch that. We'll see what their strategy is, how their strategy changes after this timeout, and I'm excited to see that. As of now, they were making a beeline towards B main, or before this timeout was called, so there might be a completely different strategy coming in on the back of this, and let's see how things play out. 5 seconds to this, not the best buy for Team GG here, and we will see if they manage to capitalize, they manage to do some serious damage. There are only about 3 rounds remaining in this half, and they would want to get at least 2 here and fight back from maybe a 8-4 scoreline. And let's see if they can somehow convert this 50 round 2. We see there is a lurk from Killjoy this time, who is trying to push in. A huge pick from Raze though, completely unexpected, completely catches Boost off guard, and they will be running in towards A shot, where the Trip and Chamber will be waiting for them. But we have to see if only Classic can do some damage here, because he is under the pressure of a Killjoy on the other side as well, and his position is not known here. Could come in huge, just barely escapes with his life, does not connect the first shots, and Waffles though comes in from short and manages to pick up and bring the spike down, coming in huge, leading the charge for her team herself, and will also manage to stop the spike plant from going down on the back. No. The ult was a bit too late, but Waffles is ready with the spam. Completely dismantles Team GG here, and it's all down to poor Astra again, who is going to be left lacking on the lurk. Will not be able to stop the defuse, but may look to save, may look to remove one rifle from the hands of Team Waffles. Is not both players are not very ready, but Vishal with his knife out, not quite sure why it was, but is not able to pick up a frag at the end of this round. But they do have rifles this time, and we could call it a must-win round for Team Ni9tails here, because if they do not get this one, it's going to be very difficult for them in the next round. But things are looking good for them. The last time they had a Raze ult, their Raze absolutely popped off and brought them the site, and the team is planning to play on behind that. The team is coming up behind Raze to possibly get them site, get them entry, and they are going to clear out a possible lurking chamber here with an owl drone. A lot of noise must be heard by Only Classic, should be calling in for the rotates. His team should be joining him soon. Is going to play safe, and a Killjoy ult this time invested for good, not for a rotate, and the recon also just misses him. Chamber again in a situation where he could be good for 1 or 2, but there is very little time now, and he does get detained anyway. And we have 2 players detained here. It's going to be a simple plant for them, but a very chaotic 5v5 retake is on the cards and is going to happen very soon.
Spike planted.
Raze probably should be playing with his ult here, dropping in a rocket, securing the round, but the Asha ult has been invested, and it is in a very good position, completely blocking off Heaven, and the flash is good, the ult is also used, and Team Waffles is the only one left on Team Waffles. Her position is known and is peaked by multiple players, and decisive round off the back of the Killjoy ult. They did not overextend before the ult was completely placed down, and they were rewarded for it. Chamber couldn't have done anything, and again they were losing out to these players, right, who was holding the sites alone, managing to get a pick, causing a bit of delay, adding some chaos to the mix, and then the power of the attack was being lost. But now they play it better, they use their ults well, and they secure that round. And this time again they are going to go for mid control, which has been a recurring theme from Team Ni9tails. This time this time no one aggressing mid tree from Waffles, but Phoenix is pushing hard. Negroni catches him with his flash out, getting timinged here, but Vishal also opens up B main, so now there are more things to worry about here. Killjoy also catches Vishal on the lurk, but Sova is good for 1 and Raze is good for another, and it's all left on Negroni here. who may be able to pick the spike. It is coming to being gifted to him, and now
Down,
things have gone into a bit of a difficult situation.
Current division.
And Reina will push out on the back of a flash, but the spam is good, and they secure another round, the final round on the defensive side of things.
Switching sides.
8-4 half though, and still not all is lost for Team 9tails. Could go either way. Ascent definitely more defender sided than the other maps. So, and they with the Killjoy added to the mix, they probably should be able to hold the site very well. And let's see what Team Waffles side is planning to do on attack. We do have only classic with only classic. I guess that's why he's playing Chamber. I have no idea how many times I've made this joke throughout this tournament. I am so glad we have players with fun names like that. And
Lead them dry.
Negroni and Phoenix probably going to say hello to each other very soon at the very start of this round, unless it's a bit of a lurk situation. Let's see who comes out on top. Negroni does spot out the shoulder, pure luck no skills, does know someone is here, but Negroni was close to cover and might get flashed again. Just switches off. Action is shifting over to tree now. Killjoy is going to get overwhelmed here, and pure luck no skill also drops in a flash here, but boost does not stop that W. And behind a lot of utility, does give up his life, but has managed to open the site in the process. And two players on A that were holding a bit too deep and got overwhelmed by the 5-man push. Were not quite reinforced by their teammates in time, and now it's all down to a 3v4 retake with the attacker team already comfortably in their hiding positions. Bit of spam coming in by Sova, and Raze does manage to pick off one, maybe get another, just drop in the nade to pull him out. Gets another, but only classic is good with only classic, and the crossfire is also there to guarantee the round. But Negroni is good for 3 over there on after the entry and getting the spike down, and things are looking a little grim for Team 9tails. They needed that round if they wanted to thin down the lead from the side of Team Waffles, but as it stands, it's a 9-4 scoreline, and Team 9tails needs to start whipping out the miracles, and maybe this round they can let go of, because they cannot afford to lose a first round, and they do not have the money to make a full buy across the board either. So we will get to see another A main push coming in from Team Waffles. Pure luck no skill might have spotted them out, but Killjoy is definitely surprised and is picked off while trying to retreat. Pure luck no skill is waiting here with a classic, might get a right click, no, but it's Reina with a full heal now. Again, the defenders at A have been overwhelmed. Boost pushing beyond the smoke, hungry for some eco kills, and it's going to be a very difficult situation. I think Team 9tails is already looking to possibly just looking for some damage here, which is the right call, but he is peaked by everything on the earth, and so what does die. Raze with the Stinger would be looking for at least 1 kill here, do some damage here. The timing is a bit off, he doesn't manage to see anyone, but his position is hidden. He could go for kills. Phoenix looping around, goes the other way, and is it a ninja defuse? Probably not. Negroni is there, and he gets the 4th kill of his round and will cement his position at the top of the server. Moving onwards and outwards.
There.
Wait, is my camera angle okay? I think there's a bit of the monitor that's coming in. I should adjust.
I'm watching here.
Yeah, I think we're good now. A little lower. Yeah, this should be fine. You can see my shirt now, guys. Anyway, let's not miss much of the action, because there is a buy round here, a must-win buy round against Team Waffles' bonus here. Boost is going to be pushing on A main behind a flash, doesn't manage to get much done. Will be using both Phoenix is gonna be flashed, and the RNG weapon does come out on top of a fully flashed scenario. He will get the upgrade behind this, and while Team 9tails is rotating towards A, definitely not the right situation. Raze does hear footsteps, comes back to check, and the rotation is stopped, but 3 players out on A and Reese's position is known. He will get overwhelmed here. Maybe he managed to get a pick here. Does spam Arman through the door, and now his position is revealed. He will get quickly peeked here, but Suva is good for one, and the party is dropped on Chamber. Just teleports out. Only Classic with another, and Raze is checked by Reina, and now it's a difficult 2v3 retake scenario, even with the better buy. The bite is just not missing from these. Is just missing from these players right now. They will have to pick themselves up. And as soon as I say that, Killjoy Ni9tails herself picks out some miracles. Only 3 bullets though. Her team would be calling her out to reload, but no time on the clock. And Battle of the IGLs. No wait, Boost is the IGL, but anyway, out there, and Waffles comes out on top there. And a difficult situation for Team Ni9tails here. Team Waffles is absolutely not relenting any rounds here. Marathon in the chat dropping a let's go GG. GG definitely does need your energy, and
Need equipment.
let's see how it goes. They might be looking forward to starting on the second map by now, and difficult situation, but they should be maybe fighting it out a little more, you know, getting a few more rounds, so they have good confidence going into the next game. Boost pushing in though, and is picked off by the Sheriff. Absolutely stunning play by our Phoenix here. The Deagle immortalized Sheriff coming in handy. Very crispy skin. Let's see if there are more crispy shots that are going to be coming through. 2 players on mid top though, looking to regress onto mid, and with a guy coming in from mid top, things are going to go Team Waffles' way again. Some action over here at mid. Reina looking to push in towards here. Does catch Suva, gets the heal, and will be facing the Sheriff of Vishal, who is going to get another target here in the name of Arman, who does dog him out to get out, and it's a 2v2 situation. No health on Killjoy though, but she is here just to back the team up. It's Arman also down to no health. It's going to be on Waffles now. But Arman does manage to push through here, does drop in a flash, and with no health managed to get a kill. It's going to be all on Ni9tails here with the Sheriff and no health behind it. It's going to be a difficult retake, but they have done enough damage this round, and that is something that they will be happy to walk away with. Arman though not yet done with his kills, creeps up on Ni9tails and gets that frag for himself.
Match point.
And with that, as you hear, Team Waffles is on match point. You don't need me to tell you that every round is a must-win round for Team Ni9tails at this point. It's going to be if we see another timeout, maybe they're assessing the situation here. If we don't, maybe they are already thinking about the next match, and let's see what they can do to change things up. It's always been a situation of the defenders on one side getting overwhelmed and dying to the team, so they should be playing a bit back. Especially the smoker should not be holding such a forward angle. If she's down, that star is just useless. She does rotate back and play with the team. See here some footsteps, a massive recon coming in, and let's see behind this again, playing very close, getting overwhelmed. This is not looking good for Team Ni9tails. They are the key difference here between them and Team Waffles here. Like, Team Waffles was the players on site were managing to get a pick. Again, Phoenix is flashing each other all day, all night. A very fun action over here at B main, but there is some more action here happening over at mid, and back to the Phoenixes.
One enemy remaining.
GG Pure Luck No Skill does find Boost, but he's the only one left. With no health, it's going to be a monumental task. He is aware of Chamber possibly wanting to come out of the smoke, but Chamber does play safe. Always good to see that. No need to throw your life away, right? And with the time ticking down, it's going to be an impossible task for Pure Luck No Skill. Waffles is there to check him, and an excellently played match by Team Waffles.
Good work. Now,
And let's see if Team Ni9tails can.
Out of the sky.
And let's see if Team Ni9tails can come back with an answer. Oof, well played.
थैंक यू ब्रो।
बस मैं तो बता रहा हूँ, मैंने तुम लोगों को वार्म अप करा दिया ना, बस ऐसे एकदम।
अभी तभी
तेरे को तो प्यास लगी है।
इस सेमीफाइनल में करवाया होता तो शायद।
ओह हाँ यार, सॉरी यार।
Waffles, well played.
थैंक यू, वेल प्लेड वेल प्लेड।
नाइनटेल्स के हम पहली बार मैप 3 देख पाएंगे टूर्नामेंट में?
I have no idea, भाई।
होपफुली तो नहीं देख पाओगे यार।
Hopefully.
Well, you guys are on attack on Haven this time.
मुझे बहुत ज्यादा प्यास लगी है, क्या मैं पानी पी
हाँ हाँ आराम से यार।
नहीं।
यार तुम
No water breaks.
चल बूस्ट पी के आ जाओ। यार बूस्ट पानी पीने चला गया, तुम सब लोग ऑब्जर्वर्स में आ गए।
Boost is the secret of their energy.
हो सकता है, डेफिनेटली। ये ऐसे जोक मारने के लिए आपको कास्टिंग बेंच में आना चाहिए। देख मैं घटिया जोक्स मार रहा हूँ बैठ के। मैंने पूरे टूर्नामेंट में कम से कम 10 बार बोल दिया कि ओनली क्लासिक, सिर्फ क्लासिक लेके आ रहा है।
Nice.
और हम उस पे भी कल 2 बार हंस चुके हैं।
ये भी सही है।
सबका ह्यूमर का लेवल गिर चुका है।
सारे पॉइंट्स वैलोरेंट में लगाए हमने, ऐसे ह्यूमर को छोड़ दिया है।
कोई बात नहीं। We're attacking first, no?
Yeah, you're attacking on Haven, yes.
Oh, okay.
मैं भी पानी पी के आ जाता हूँ। बूस्ट ने ये संगति का वो तो कर ही दिया। आ रहा हूँ।
मैं आ गया, मैं वापस आ गया।
अच्छा तू आ गया, चल ठीक है, मैं स्टार्ट करके जाता हूँ। हाँ चले जाओ अपने डिफेंडर साइड में, अनलेस में वो 2v5 करना है, which is something I'm okay with. Alright, मैंने already चलो, alright, good luck, have fun. मैं पानी पी के आ रहा हूँ, पानी लेके आ रहा हूँ, एक्चुअली मेरे को पानी पीते रहना पड़ता है।
माइक ऑफ कर।
नहीं वॉफल्स मत करना।
ओए
Loot S goose.
वो भाई करना है कॉम्बो जेट एंड ब्रिज।
कर लो।
ओह शिट।
Choose your agent.
We shall needs to pick an
अच्छा बता
agent.
के मारेंगे, ओके।
Let's see if we have a dodge on our hands, and it seems like just in the nick of time. So we have a clutch coming in from Vishal, saves the agent select screen, and we have a match. Looking at the comms, chambers on both sides of the team definitely needed that little trip. Outside A main or maybe B, definitely pretty useful. And we have Ni9tails on the killjoy again.
Can we do a like our one guy was AFK, उसका auto select हो गया।
अच्छा, okay. Let me see if something like that can happen. Yeah, I'll just restart game, okay? Wait, one of you guys have
Yeah.
disconnected also. Is he there? Just ऐसे मतलब just roam around. This won't count. We'll restart the game. Like मैंने तिल को आने दो
Cool.
वापस.
Thanks.
Okay.
अरे सब चले गए?
क्या चले गए?
Rafu. अच्छा Rafu wasn't playing. अच्छा ठीक है. अच्छा no, Rafu is in here.
विशाल
नहीं your players are AFK. We're waiting for them to come back. And everybody just chilling.
हेलो गाइस, अरे हम लोग बाहर आ गए।
अच्छा बाहर आ गए हो? अच्छा ठीक है।
बाहर आ गए, हम बाहर आ जाओ।
और चलो फिर बाहर आता हैं।
Spike down. B.
अच्छा everyone's here, right?
Everyone's here, right? Let's go.
हाँ
Alright. Good luck, have fun. Yep, everyone's on attack is fine. Haven is fine. We'll go again. Oh, those weren't disconnected, just leaving the match, thank god. And now I can actually talk about the agents being picked. Waffles on Sage. Interesting. Arman again, this time with the Sky. I think he had Sky last time too, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely pretty good on the Sky. Only Classic again, taking the agent who plays only Classic on pistol rounds. And Boost being the smoker this time. This man plays all agents and are completely unpredictable. Never lets me know his next move. And we did dodge because Vishal got the Sova, but he is hovering on the Sova this time. Let's see what Team Ni9tails is cooking up. No Killjoy from Ni9tails this time though. And let's see, Brim smokes, huge smokes, definitely pretty powerful. I really like Sage and Chamber on Haven as a personal preference. I really like, walling up Garage with Sage and leaving a trip on B with Chamber. Gets rid of 2 huge choke points. And we will see if that ends up happening in the game. And over here at GG, Rafu still missing a pick, probably going with the duelist. Yes, picks up the Jet, a strong agent pick here. No Chamber this time on the side of Team
Choose
GG.
your agent.
And they are ready with their team comp. Going in for a breach though. Breach sounds pretty useful, aggressing the A main area. And we have a game on our hands, gentlemen. Alright, match is starting. I have had my water break and my trusty water bottle is also right here. And let's see what team Ni9tails is gonna do. The onus is definitely on them to win this round if they want to force a game 3 and want to be third of the game 3. Who knows if they are going to take this one. They do have a good comp for attacking, and with 2 duelists and a breach and an 2 initiators and 2 duelists, definitely they want to convert their attacking half. And on the back of a very solid smoker with 3 smokes, they are looking primed to rush into sites and completely overwhelm Team Waffles, who has a mixed team, 1 duelist, decent. I think they have a good all-round team here. With the Sage also, the Sage does facilitate, with the Sage wall it becomes easier possibly to wall off one side of one side of B site for entry and end up planting the spike there, so that does open up a bit of an avenue in attack also here. and we're just waiting for the game to start here, and we will be ready to roll. I did spot one player AFK, I think. Yeah, that would be Reina on the side of Team GG is AFK. And we will wait for Ni9tails to come back, I think. Ni9tails is over here at...
Yeah.
I think he's back. I think they're back, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Match is back on. Quick return, definitely coming in clutch. Huge by Ni9tails. And with Ni9tails coming back, Ni9tails has left my party, leaving me all alone with Team Waffles again. And maybe that's why they lost the first round, right? The caster was not with them. Who knows? Again, I'm here with my presence buffing Team Waffles. Let's see if that helps out. And I have managed to hide my map, my bad, but now I know how to fix that very quickly because I'm a professional caster now. Just kidding. But here we have Ni9tails, and we shall probably lining up the recon dart soon. It's going to be maybe a faster execute on the C side, and the onus is again on Reina and Chamber to find a pick. They have been revealed though. Their position is known, but only Classic is still good for one, and we have one player down for both sides of the game, and it's going to be a 2v2 retake. Negroni is getting spammed through the smoke, and not a good situation to be in. The retake just got a little harder. Breach is pushing up ahead, will spot two. Arman though is good for one. The team will be aware though that there are two coming from here, and Waffles with impeccable timing catches one, and it's all on Vishal, and in very well coordinated retake, instantly capitalizing, and GG Vishal loses two players on the retake, almost in sync with each other. We'll see if another tech pause comes in. Jet has gone AFK from the sides of Team GG. We'll see if they want to cause another pause. Cause another pause. Wow, I have the best words. P at 10. Okay.
हैं जी?
उनका AFK गया है. We'll going
अच्छा.
to ask for another. Yeah. Not the most devastating of tech pauses here. It was going to be an eco round coming in from Team Ni9tails, so not really any blockages to the momentum here. I think should be fine, but really well executed retake by the side of Team Waffles on the first round, and here we are back. Yeah, again DC is true. This time it's Jet. We'll just give him a bit of time here. It is 4:48. Give him like a 2-3 minutes. Brim is a little annoyed that there is a DC, but it is from his own team, so what can we do? And we'll wait for 4 moments at most before starting the game again. We'll see if they manage to log back in. A difficult situation here with the power and everything. We did see a bunch of power cuts even before we got the match to start, and here we are at. We're waiting for this guy to make some movements. Our dear Jet, and even Team Ni9tails seems to be observing him. Yeah, Ni9tails herself was observing Jet, but Jet does not seem to show any signs of movement. And now Breach has come to check in and sees quite the same thing as the rest of his team does. That Jet is standing there motionless. You might also be wondering why I am casting this, but it's okay, I have started and I'm not going to stop now. And yeah, let's just enjoy this immortalized sheriff being shot here and there. I'm sure none of you all have completed the battle pass and you do not have the skin, so this is your chance to see it in action here. 2 minutes is all they have left of the tech pause, so let's see. Bright easy ko bula lo is the call. So let's see what's gonna happen here. I'm not sure if they can sub in right now. Should probably take a picture of this to post this exact game state back on, and we will see what it is. I will probably have to add in for utility also. Ultimate 2 blah blah blah. I think if we have to force the situation again, we'll probably ask them all to sell everything that they have, so we can restart this round with the exact same, you know, kills, deaths, everything, and exact same. What does finish mean? Who knows? I think he's back, right? Awesome. Yeah, let's go. Alright, we have a game. I was preparing to do a lot of maths here and give them their money back and everything, but thankfully we are ready, and a bit of A and B aggression here. Sky might spot someone here. Jet is waiting patiently though, and the action here is over at Ni9tails' side, who does manage to land a few tags. The Sky Dog will spot out Jet though, and they are managing to push into garage here. Reina also lurking up, a bit of a precarious situation coming here. No aggression, real aggression. Teams coming really close to each other, but the first point of contact is yet to be made. I mean the second one, and Negroni does jump in, spot one, and Arman cleans up the other. It's on chamber here with the sheriff, does get one and tag away, and Reina comes in with the flank but is picked off, and now Waffles leading the charge here. Loops all the way around, does manage to get Silva and sits on the defuse, leading the server now, and comfortable anti-eco for Team Waffles. Uh, 2-0 lead coming in, and it is going to be an important round for Team Ni9tails now. And sitting here with a full buy. Let's see where they want to take these guns. And I see a few pings down on C side. They are looking for a C split with people outside garage and in C long. So the focus is going to be on chamber. How soon he can spot this out. Does drop his trusty trip here. His TP is also set up, but the drone is going to be coming in. He does spot Ni9tails, and only Classic does manage to stop Jet also from making a tear down. And the site is in the hands of Team Ni9tails, but they will be playing a 3v4 retake. Only Classic coming in huge with only a Spectre, and now it's time to see how good their post plant is. Only Classic following up behind the dog is pinged by breaches aftershock, and so we're all the way back into C long here. Playing off of the Sky's bird, everybody in the server is blind, and only Classic does get one, but my god, GG Vishal coming in back from C long, does hold strong and cleans up 2 to secure them the round.
Need a drop, thanks.
Coming back, we have a 2-1 scoreline. I think this is usually how it would be going. Last time though, Team Waffles was able to convert the bonus round and go into commanding 3-0 lead. Things looking a little more even now. Team Ni9tails has something to say, and they are investing into A push this time. Negroni is here, so is Boost, and the onus will be on them to perform. Maybe get a pick here before getting out of here. The breach stun does miss him, but Jet is aware that he dashed through someone and is quickly running into heaven. Might catch Sky unaware. Sky was a bit ready for that, but Jet absolutely coming in clutch, gets 3. It's all down on Waffles herself now, though things are not looking great, and she will be making her way up to heaven, but that is smoked off before she gets to poke her head out of it. And it seems to me that she would be saving this gun, because why not, but she does choose to try to make something happen. And now their team will be forced on a bit of an eco. They will not have enough money to buy all the guns that they want, and we can see Jet from Team Ni9tails probably going to go on the knives here. And let's see how Team Waffles' setup changes when it's time for an eco, and what Team Ni9tails is planning to do. Default setup right now, team is divided. Sova may be faking a recon out here while they aggress B, and this time we have Sage in garage looking to wall it off, so that would be pretty helpful. But again, Team Ni9tails looking to instantly break that wall, does not manage to fully pick off all pieces of it, but Jet does manage to get one. Menathil follows off with another, and we have B site completely open for Team Ni9tails. Arman does manage to pick off so from behind, looking a bit too deep, but we have Brim also lying in wait here. Waffles is planning to come in with a stinger here, but is smoked off her choke point, and will wait for Arman to aggress this first.
Last player standing.
And with that, GG does lose Ni9tails though, and that is going to be a little difficult. They are almost out of tech pauses at this point. Yeah, guys, you're almost out of tech pauses. You can pause for just 2 more minutes. Oh no. We can only wait for 2 more minutes, guys, and then we'll have to start though. Can you guys get your sub in? Okay, I think restart kinda karna padega, but we can get back to the state. अच्छा पार्टी में तो वो लोग हैं ही नहीं।
हाँ वो लोग तो पार्टी में ही नहीं।
हाँ मैं तुम लोगों से बात कर रहा हूँ उनके लिए।
Right there. Right there.
Tough situation for Team 9tails. 4v5 on the cards. It's a little sad. But what can you do, guys? Electricity is important for Valorant, who would have thought? Alright, okay, go.
Behind me.
I have my tea, and we have some tea in game also. Bit sad. Cool.
Shadows traveling.
Not checking that corner there, paying for it with his life. Ni9tails falls. It's going to be a 3v5 now. A difficult situation. From the very start, a little harder now. Vishal though picks up one over at C-Long. And there is a bit of hope here, but the team Waffles is quickly rotating towards C. And we have Pure Luck No Skill trying to run up A. It does change his direction. Team does have C side, but only Classic is waiting there. Holding that angle. Has pushed closer since there is no one to smoke. And Spike is going down on C.
30
Team
seconds
Waffles
left.
is going to be rotating in. And Classic was ready. Picks up 2 and completely opens up the round. And it's all down to Jet here, who will have to work miracles here. His angles were checked by Waffles, who was ready for that, and a clean round for Team Waffles here. They do not need to be told that Brim was AFK, but yes, here we are. A tough situation, and behind the back of that AFK, Team Waffles does equalize. Ni9tails बिजली जल्दी लाओ वापस. ये 5v4 कास्ट करके मेरी एनर्जी जा रही है. बहुत दुख हो रहा है ये देख के. मतलब कास्टर बैच तो है मेरे में पूरा कि मैं मतलब जीतने वाली टीम को सपोर्ट करूँगा, मतलब हारने वाली टीम को सपोर्ट करूँगा, और अभी सपोर्ट कर भी नहीं पा रहा बिकॉज यू नो इट्स 4v5. क्या करेगी बेचारी टीम आपकी. एंड Ni9tails gets flashed. Waffles is good for 2. And
Spike down, C.
Only Classic, this time with the Vandal, will find Jet. Oh, that was an insane flick by Jet, but Negroni is right there behind him for the trade. And a 1v1 situation here. Oh, he is going to get caught by Vishal, and Vishal says that we are not out of this yet. Brings back the lead for Team 9tails. Jet now top of the server, and let's see if he can convert another few rounds. They are lining up for a C hit again. Again, without smokes, it's always going to be a little precarious walking into sight into a lot of angles. But let's see if they can do work some miracles on the back of the recon and coordination.
Right here.
And a default setup by Team Waffles, just the one over at C-Long. If he is picked off, though, there is no buy for Team Waffles, and Arman does choose to give up sight, which is probably the correct play. They need to play together if they want to convert kills as on an eco. Arman does pick one and gets the support by his team, and oh my god, what a conversion by Team Waffles. In the blink of an eye, the team is dead. Negroni wants another kill, goes in, peeks in, and chops off the head of Brim.
Thrifty.
And they convert a thrifty round. What does the finish button do? Do you all know? Who knows? But here we are on the 9th round, and boost will be the man poking holes in the walls and holding B. And this time seems to be an A split on the side of team
Careful.
Ni9tails. They are getting ready to push here. And Chamber might be looking. Chamber is at an elevated position, ready to catch anybody at short. The recon does not really reveal anybody here. Both players playing towards from the short position. A long is smoked. But let's see if that can work miracles. Only Classic was spotted though, and there are two players waiting for him inside. And Boost and Only Classic hold strong. Lena is coming up short. Ni9tails does pick up Ni9tails and overheals back up and almost gets another, but Only Classic is playing a very solid game here. The first person to peek long might die to Vishal here, but the jump peek is good. He might have spotted the head.
Teleport's ready.
And Breach is making his way into a chamber trip. This man is providing insane value for his team and does not peek long, and Omen is coming all the way down for the flank and drops the spike.
Down A.
Breach here, nowhere to go on the back of a trip, will be checked by all members of team Waffles. Chamber knows he's coming. Is Chamber good for another? He definitely is. And this time Boost is going to get that little free kill. And I think we should try pressing the finish button. I don't know what it does. Let me just Google that.
10 seconds left.
Let's finish do. Game state. There is no idea what this does. I have no idea what this does. But you can finish a player? I don't know. It's just 9,000. Should I try? Nah, let me not play with the game in the middle of a game. And a quick garage wall coming here will completely stop out the pistols from doing any damage here. And moving on here, we have Jet doing in some work with his knives. Does push through the trip. Does spot Waffles here, but Only Classic coming in huge. Good for 2.
One enemy remaining.
And the only guy remaining here is Brim. And let me try to finish him.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
उनका एक बंदा नहीं है तो उनके लिए बहुत अनफेयर हो रहा है, तो
हो तो रहा है।
हम कितना वेट कर सकते हैं कितना ही।
Teleport's ready.
देख लो।
पॉसिबल, मतलब हमारे तरफ से कुछ दिक्कत नहीं है।
अच्छा।
Yeah, like account switch करना है तो।
Alright, let me just invite them and tell them, yeah.
Okay.
मतलब यहीं से कंटिन्यू करेंगे इसी स्कोर लाइन। आगे वो आगे।
आशा दे बैक। Oh nice. ये तुम लोगों की गुडविल की जरूरत थी उसके बिजली के कंपनी के लिए, वही वेट कर रहा था। Alright, we have Ni9tails back in action. Who knows?
अभी वेट हो जाता थोड़ा।
ये दया थोड़ा पहले ले आते यार तुम लोग, क्या यार।
हाँ वो
नहीं, हम आपस में डिस्कस, फर्स्ट राउंड तो हमें समझ में नहीं आया था कि क्या सीन हो रहा है। 2 ही राउंड है ना अपने पास, 2 या 3। फिर सेकंड में हमने डिस्कस किया और तब तक ये शुरू होने वाला था, हमने सोचा इसके बाद बोलते हैं।
हाँ तुम लोगों ने इको राउंड काफी से कन्वर्ट कर लिया। एनीवे मैं तुम लोग से बातें नहीं कर रहा, बाय बाय।
ओए बाय।
And anyway, now we have a match back in the cards. By Ni9tails with new electricity. Let's see if she manages to pull something off. And here we have Only Classic waiting. And does get out. It's on Jet again, going into the smoke. And we have seen this situation happen. Jet is just flying, complete anime battle here. And Ni9tails and Negroni and Only Classic making the picks here. And a completely dominant retake. I mean, attack coming in from team Ni9tails. There was a lot of chaos over there happening to be followed, but Ni9tails comes out on top. An attack-sided map though, going close. If they manage to convert another round, we will be going into a 6-6 second half of this map. And we do have Negroni on the op, waiting for some players to peek him at C-Long. But the action is just as we speak shifting towards C-Long. So will be looking to drop that recon of the owl drone. Ideally it's an owl drone or his life is forfeit. I would have picked off that owl drone if it were me. No need to give an extra information. But again, off of the owl drone, they choose to rotate out, and Boost manages to pick one and run away with his life. He is being chased by Jet though, and manages to stay there, but Chamber is there, ready with a classic, and Omen is almost spammed out, but chooses to reposition and stay here. He is in a very spammable position though. Any bullet, stray bullets will catch him, and he chooses to retreat. It's a 5v3 situation though, and the Team Waffles, the correct decision is to be holding on to their lives and making it life harder with all of their utility for Team Ni9tails. A few peeks coming here at mid, but all the action is right over here. Maybe from Omen's vantage point, there will be 2 quick kills if his corner is not checked, and Team Ni9tails can hear all the rotation beat coming in, but they do see the heal coming in and quickly pick off Boost. And behind that flash, Arman chooses to spam but does not find anyone. Now it's a 3v4 with less time on the clock, but Arman is clean. Arman is extremely clean, and now it's now on the shoulders of Brimstone. It's a little too much for dear Brim to lift, and we move into the next half of this game.
Time to stock back up.
And with that, meri chai bhi khatam ho gayi, and I am also completely back in action. And here we are at the second half now. We will be heading into defense for Team GG, and maybe they will have to convert this attacker-side map into a defender-sided map if they want to send us to a third map. I have said the word map so many times in the previous sentence, I just can't stop doing it now. And here we are outside A for Team Waffles, and all these players, I do not seem to think they have a strategy prepared. They keep running around before deciding on something. But Soba drops in that recon, will manage to ping out absolutely nobody, but here's lots of gunshots. Will call in for the team to rotate. He is smoked off though, and defended sided smoke pretty deep here. He does spot Reina, and he does manage to pick one. And with that, the lead is in Team Ni9tails' favor. Jet coming in with a quick flank though. Here's a lots of footsteps. Could get some serious value here. But Only Classic is not going to let him capitalize on that. Only Classic is now no more with the Classic. Picks up a ghost, but it is a 3v4 situation. And here we have Breach holding Garage. Could be in a very critical situation because Team Waffles is vying that garage entry position, might be wanting to push in there. They have 3 players still remaining though, and they can still capitalize this pistol round. But Only Classic is checking out Jet for some reason, and is now coming back after that moment of tardiness, you could say. And now here there is some action
30 seconds left
to be had at garage. Both players using up their utility, but Arman gets the jump up with a frenzy, and Reina is going to be coming in again. Ni9tails does manage to get one, but Waffles is clean with the sheriff. No time left though. They have to drop the plant in right now.
10 seconds left.
And Arman needs to cover.
One enemy remaining.
And cover he does. Now it's all down to Ni9tails. If it was any other round, she would probably be AFK, but now she's in a difficult 1v2 situation. And let's see if she does manage to pick this one up. She does hear Arman rotating all the way to garage and is going over there. But let's see if she does get the timing on. And now it's a battle of the IGLs again. It's all down to Waffles and Ni9tails. Let's see who gets the jump first. Waffles is behind this box, and Brim will be looking to tap the spike to add in some pressure, and an insane flick comes through, and a much needed pistol round for Team Ni9tails will be equalizing this game now. Assuming they win the anti-eco, but as it stands, does not seem like that'll be too much of a problem. And we have an eco round here. I would be looking at only classic for a few picks here. Is going to be aggressing mid, but is the angle is being held and a fast push coming in from Jet. Wants some kills and it's a very brisk cleanup. I don't think that round lasted 5 seconds, and even I can go on longer than that, but it's definitely an okay thing to happen. Flush that round off, go into your buy round, and the score is tied up, and let's see if team Waffles will capitalize on that on their full buy round. And the aggression is over at C-Long. Jet dashes behind a flash and gets to very well played. They have the stats ready. Breach stuns, breach flashes, and Jet absolutely cleans people up. A bit of timing here by Vishal is lurking up behind Omen. Might have caught him. He definitely does hear the footstep there and knows exactly where Omen is and gets the jump on him. And we see Team GG convert their bonus round and pick up a few rifles in the process. Huge play coming in C-Long, flashing and dashing, and unfortunately Team Waffles was on the other side of that utility barrage, and they do give up their lives for it. It's been 2 rounds in a row where this has happened to them. Their attack has been pushed into, and they have given up their lives for it. So we can probably see them playing a little more passive, which is what is happening right now. Even though they are on a weaker buy, they will probably be looking to hold all angles here instead of committing, because that's probably what Team Ni9tails has for them to do. Jet again though, looking to get a little peek, manages to escape without any damage taken, and Breach does spot out Reina, drops in a stun. And here we are at A main. GG Ni9tails managed to find only classic, and with that the spike as well. But a lot of players are coming in here too from CT. They do wall off site, but they don't have the spike. I am not quite sure what they're planning to do. The fight for the spike needs to happen. Jet is planning to check Arman Tucker's position out, and Arman is just a little bit late on the flash, and a lot of players coming in from all directions right now, but we have a lot of players from Team GG as well, just waiting for them to make a move. He does peek out and walks into the barrel of 2. Waffles gets a little jump scare, 2 players coming on, and it's on Omen again, and Team Waffles just manages to touch the spike before they all fall down. And we are looking primed for a game 3 with the 7-9 scoreline. This is somehow Ascent was Ni9tails pick and they lost that, and Haven is Boost's pick and they are losing that. This is maybe map picks don't mean much, you know. But let's see. A quick fast A main push is coming in here. Vishal is a bit not ready for this one, but he does come back, retreat back. With Heaven also being in boost control, they will be giving up sight soon. Vishal is cleared, and Team Waffles with a quick execute manages to make it count, but Ni9tails is in a good position, gets 1, and it is a 3v4 retake. Let's see if the Sage ult is invested. Reina coming in from a flank from long will be dropping that flash, and her position is known to the team, to the defenders now, and it's all down to a player in Heaven and a player in CT. Always difficult to walk back into A side, and Waffles behind the wall, good position, does pick off your luck no skill, and 1v4 probably a time to save your rifle, right? She is though going to be hunted with 4 players coming onto her, and Boost takes her down, and dominant showing from Team Waffles, and they are not ready for this to go to game 3 yet. Alright. And another default setup here. Reyna might be looking to push garage behind the flash. It is being held by 2 players. But there we go. A little bit of aggression doesn't go anywhere. Teams have felt each other out. But Team Waffles does want to push into garage. They do invest a flash. And things are looking spicy over at A main. Sova and Reyna both aware of each other's presence here. Do not quite trade blows, and we have the action switches back to garage. A bit of a solo peek by Omen, a bit uncalled for. He was the smoker on their team, and now the attack will be a little lackluster from Team Waffles going forward. But they do get the rest down, and we are back to a 5v5 situation. Reyna ults on both sides, but GG can work with a few more. They do have a Sova ult also. Sova is holding a forward position though. He does hear a lot coming his way, will call for rotations, and he is not very well checked, but the entire team is there. 5 players do clean him up quickly. The team has rotated into A though. There are 2 players already here, and they will be. Jet tucks himself into a corner, gets one, and it's on Waffles, who is reloading a rifle and does fall down. On Armando, a bit uncoordinated here. We're not ready for where the players were at. Boost manages to get one though, but his position is known and the spike is on the other side of 2 players. And with no time on the clock, the round goes to Team Ni9tails. And it looks like we might actually have the first third round of the tournament. Third match of the tournament. Things are looking spicy indeed. And with all players here, I'm glad we're getting a very close engagement here. Anything can happen here, and only Classic definitely coming in huge here, and Jet has been picking up some solid weight for Team Ni9tails. And again, we have Ni9tails looking to aggress garage here, and Sage and Omen on the other side of this again. A bit of a flash and dash situation, but Ni9tails picks one, gets traded out by Waffles, and the action shifts back to C-Long, where there are 2 players for Jet to work on, and Arman and only Classic absolutely delete him. And here we have Sova pushing in. The defenders are not stopping, and the attackers are happy to gobble them up this time. Not getting caught off guard by the aggression, and it's a dominant showing by Team Waffles. They show that they are now ready for any aggression that Team Ni9tails might be throwing at them. And back to a bit of an eco for Team GG. We have Jet on the op, and Jet has the knives, so it's gonna be a bit awkward, but yeah, Jet just does choose to go with the Marshall and knives, and they are going to be saving some money. So if nothing goes too out of the ordinary, we will see Team Waffles converting this round on defense. Sorry, Team Waffles converting this round on offense. But the only Vandal that they're up against is on C-Long, and that's where they're choosing to go. Almost a pick over there for Jet, but will be. Oh, gets 2. That is huge. The one Vandal on the team is coming in huge. Not the right side for them to. Waffles here should be expecting more, but Ni9tails is there to catch her unaware. And it's now on only Classic here. Omen is coming in with the lurk though. Should be moving in a little closer to help his teammate out, but is a little slower here. Cannot afford to make any footsteps, and will be away. Yeah, his teleport was heard, his movements were heard, and he is quickly cleaned up on an eco round. A little unfortunate for Waffles that the only Vandal they were up against was at the side that they were planning to go to. But they do have the bank for another buy, and not all is lost for them. 9-11 on the scoreboard. Sneaky position by Boost, but is checked. Negroni picks up one though, but dies to an op while trying to re-aggress the situation. And Waffles will probably want to get in a res here. Bring back her teammate. It is a very high impact round for them. They cannot afford to give this one up. And it's back to a 4v4 situation with Team Waffles heading out for thinking of making a rotation. Let's see if a Breach can spot anything here. He is playing a bit of a passive angle now. Will not see anything till almost all members of Team Waffles end up inside garage. And let's see how it goes. Sova is there close by to back him up though, and does drop in the owl drone towards C. Will not see anything because the players from Team Waffles are grouped towards garage, not making any sound, but pure luck, no skill. Will see the doggy and is ready to pick all the spikes. Gives in a quick peek, but with 4 players there, is traded out. And now Arman picks up another. He picks up.
Last player standing.
Boy. Now it's all on Reina, who is going to be triple peak, and 12th round on the board for Team Ni9tails.
Match point.
Nine to 12 on the scoreline, and the buy is not looking good for Team Waffles.
Good
Let's
work.
see.
Don't
If
screw it up.
They have to force though. I'm not sure why they are saving up some money. They could probably drop another Spectre.
Let's play.
It's the last round. You can't save any money here. And absolutely demolished
Spike
here
down
on
mid.
entry
One enemy
in
remaining.
garage. And Team Ni9tails, they have strung some rounds which ended as soon as they started, and this seems like it's one of those again. And a very, very dominant performance here on Haven. And there we go. We will be heading into our first third map of the tournament, and I couldn't be more excited. Should be Fracture. And all on Negroni here. Does eat the op from Jet,
Defenders
and
win.
it's GG to both teams, and Ni9tails picks that one up. Alright, we should be heading to the third game now. GG's.
Finally, third map.
Exactly. Like finally, कहीं तो कभी तो देखने को मिला.
तेज भाई को 1000 रुपए चाहिए कुछ भी करके.
यार जो 90s अगर 1000 रुपए तुम्हें मिले ना तो अपने बिजली के कंपनी को दे देना प्लीज. And everyone ready? काफी जल्दी आ गए चलो.
Last
let's
map
go.
is Fracture.
Yeah, last map is Fracture, and 90s you're defending on Fracture.
Oh, right.
We need 1 minute.
Sure.
1 or 2.
Sure. Take.
कोई.
हाँ जाओ पूरी टीम पानी पी के आओ. हाइड्रेटेड रहो यार.
जयेश इधर आ जाओ. अरे I have to do 1 minute ब्रेक लेकर रख.
Sure. We will be starting the tournament again in 5-6 minutes, and we will have the final match in this best of 3. Whoever wins this one takes the cake, takes the prize money for coming in third. And let's see. Ni9tails taking a bit of a break, does join again. And Fracture it is. We have seen Fracture before. Team GG has played on Fracture. It was a good performance by them on Fracture. Let's see if Team Waffles is ready to give them a tucker on Fracture. All down to Arman then. And moving forwards, both teams have shown that they are capable of swinging in rounds that they're not really supposed to win either. And it is a very close match. So let's see. If I had some money, I probably would be very cautious of betting on any one of these teams, because things could go legitimately either way this time. But it does seem like the power cut has given Ni9tails a bit of buff. Her team was coming in strong, and the way they won some of those rounds was nowhere near to what we were seeing before that. Like some of those rounds is just 15 seconds in and Waffles team is over. So a little scary. Team Waffles needs to avoid that, and let's see if that'll happen. Because Fracture, again, one of these maps where you throw in some utility and you dash out to catch the offense off guard. That could be happening here, and would be interesting to say the least. I'll just be back in a second. Welcome back. Is everyone ready? Actually, Team Waffles is also out, right? Team Sid X. A few players are away. You guys
एक
ready?
बंदा आ रहा है हमारा और
ठीक है,
बस
ठीक
एक
है,
बंदा आ
ठीक
रहा
है। Cool. Always good to get up and walk around, but should we do that? इस eco round में मैं उठ के थोड़ा सा चलने वाला हूँ। काफ़ी देर से बैठा हुआ हूँ। Let's see. Diamond from all the way back. सब कुछ स्टॉप करेंगे आज। अरमान की करियर देखते हैं। When did Arman get to diamond? Has he hit ascendant? Yes, he is as confirmed. He got to diamond. Ah, he was gold here and then suddenly. Pretty new. Insane though. Gold plat to ass very quickly. This guy is definitely OP. Pure luck, no skill का भी देखते हैं. What is up here? He is a certified ass, huge ass, and he's from Plat. He hit ass yesterday, and before that, he has his diamond Dory to complete though. He is a veteran diamond. अरे ये तो पैदा ही diamond हुआ था. Sheesh. I don't have the keyboard with the heart. It's not even my texts aren't a valid command. What can I do? Mental का भी देखा है, देखते हैं. Pure luck no skill का I think अभी भी देखा था. हाँ. Diamond पैदाइशी. Insane. Rafu, oh this is our immortal man. मैंने ये क्यों नहीं देखा? Fully red Dorito. So pretty. He was Ass 3 yesterday. Oh, this is way back when we didn't have Ass at all. Is he? Oh, he started out from Iron. My God, way back. This man's done the whole grind from start to finish. A bronze Dorito, a gold Dorito, a fully silver 3 Dorito. Look at how pretty this is. And from silver 3 to diamond, that is insane improvement. This was his act where he decided कि नहीं अब मैं अच्छा
Trixie, we are ready.
Yeah, oh nice. मैं थक गया था तुम सबका करियर स्टॉक कर करके. चलो सही है बढ़िया. Everyone, let's go.
Yeah, all right. Let me ask. GG, ready?
Yeah, ready.
Cool. Let's go.
All right, good luck. Have fun. This is the last match to take it all. Whew. Third match. Here we go. Yafu on Neon. We've seen some Neons be very, very demonic. Throwback to Skeltra from yesterday. And Chambers are in here. Not a surprise. Vipers. No, Ni9tails with the Brim pick. Yep. And we did see Ni9tails play Brim very well on this map. Last time it was there. And let's see what Waffles chooses. They are hovering the Viper, so that might be it. They no team Waffles for going a breach, which is interesting. Definitely an OP agent on this map. And we see Arman on the Raze and Waffles on Sky. Everyone seems to be playing literally every agent on Team Waffles' side. And on Ni9tails we see Pure Luck on Breach, Menethil on Chambers. Reese and Neon, two very highly mobile agents. They could be having those quick rotates, hitting multiple sites at the same time. Let's see how the game plays out. With Team Waffles is going to be attacking first, and they definitely need to string in a bunch of rounds here on attack if they want to secure the third place. And with that, our first third match of the tournament. Let's go. I'm glad these teams are neck and neck, and we have a game on our hands. Alright. Wait, I think I just nudged my cam off a bit. Yeah, we're good now. And a bit of Spectrum music to cheer us up. And we are looking at an A main hit from the Let's Fit, only classic. Hey, if I had a Spectrum classic, I'd be calling myself only classic too. So definitely a good choice by this young man. And we are heading towards some A main push with a chamber waiting for them. Chamber waiting for them, looking at the other side is not quite what I was expecting, but there we go. He is aware, he spots multiple and TPs out with his life. The wall is up, the reveal is up, and they do get into sight, and they will have to play retake now. Fortunately for them, they did not lose any players yet, so it can be a very fast-paced, chaotic retake. Feed does smell a possible flank coming in, but the flank chooses to be all from Dish. And as Team Ni9tails is coming together, the Aftershock also ready to force players out. Just waiting for the wall to drop, but Arman comes in with a huge pick right off the bat and gets more. Breach managed to get into side though, and now it's a 3v2 retake with the 2 players remaining coming in from
enemy
Sands
remaining.
and 1 from main. It's going to be, the defuse does come through, the spam through the smoke is good, and we have GG coming out on top of that round. Hello Void, thank you for joining. And let's us go into the second round. We have Spectres coming in from Team Waffles as well. They are looking to force this one. They did get the spike down, so they say why not? Maybe we catch them by surprise. And on Fracture, that is something that definitely can be done. And we have Chamber switching positions also, is going to be playing towards Arcade. So this time our first point of contact is going to be Raze here. Will drop in a nade to slow them down a bit, and does push in. Has Breach here with his utility ready to support him. And
Out of charges.
their push has been found though. Let's see if Team 9tails wants to do a quick rotate, because they do see a lot of footsteps here. And Arman does get one, comes out and gets another. 2 headshots with the RNG guns, and Team 9tails is making a quick rotate into A while Team Waffles goes all the way back. They do hear the footsteps running away, and they are also making a beeline for B. It is going to be interesting here. 9tails will drop the smoke in time to make Team Waffles question their rotate, and this is going to be a fight over at B, but they do not have much time. The clock is ticking closer to 30 seconds. They rotate all the way back, but Chamber is coming in close. He will be overwhelmed. Let's see if he gets a pick or not. He does, and he managed to get 3. That Menethil goal comes in absolutely clutch, but they need to rotate fast. And they need to rotate now.
30
The
seconds
time,
left.
there is no time for them, and both players are on B. That's not the right decision from Team Waffles. Of course, I can see that, because hey, I know every player's position, right? But a difficult situation. Arman does spot them out, but they have no time to make the rotate. They need to get onto site, and they need to get the plant in. Brim also does
10
come in.
seconds left.
The player on tower is going to
One
be a
enemy
huge
remaining.
nuisance. Will be
Last
stopping the
player
plant,
standing.
and it's all down to
Spike down
Negroni,
B.
who does not have time to plant, and Brimstone plays it safe, will not give up the round, and now peeks in for the kill, and it's going to be a non-violent. Negroni comes out on top there, so making sure that there's no guns going in the sides of 9tails into the next round, and Waffles is going to buy up again, forcing up with rifles, and it's going to be another very fighting round. They did do damage. They did get this. They couldn't get the spike down, but they do have enough money to force in a few rifles. And let's see what the buy is from Team GG, because they also need to buy up, because Team 9tails Team Waffles is coming after them with the guns blazing. A bit of a forward smoke at B main, pushing up. Don't want to give up any control. Arman does have an ult also to work with here, and again some shenanigans over at A main. Classic, still meticulously watching the flank, which there are 2 people there. Chamber looks all the way into tunnel and gets 2. That's insane play by Negroni. Definitely coming in huge for his team. And the A main push has been pushed away, but B main is opened up, and GG Vishal picks up Armando, equalizing things here. But the attacking team does have the site, and they will be forcing a retake coming in from the defenders. And Menethil
Spike
probably
planted.
going to wait for his team to join him before attempting a retake. And a little game of patience here. Player in tower, player in on side on the spike, and 2 in tower. That's the retake situation. And wall is back up in time. Menethil will have to push this, and Waffles is ready for that. Is defending, but does fall. Now it's down to the 2 players in tower. Pure luck, no skill, is ready for them to peek out. One guy will be on the spike, but his initial shots do not connect, giving up his position. Only Classic does not overextend. He is happy to sit back,
Last player standing.
wait for Negroni to
One
flank,
enemy remaining.
and it's down to Vishal, but Negroni is there to play with his team and picks up 4 in the round, and picks up the glowing gun along with it, and a huge round for Team Waffles. They forced the buy, they came out on top, and now Team 9tails is stuck with a weaker buy. Let's see if they choose to force. Menethil is choosing to force because he gets his chamber up in the next one, and there we are.
Here.
Interesting start to this map, to say the least. Definitely not a standard situation coming in from any means. And we have another grenade coming in. Vishal does have an ult here. If he hears multiple footsteps, I won't be surprised to see him pop it. So Team Waffles will have to be a little careful approaching into this situation, and Vishal could come in huge for his team. Does not quite pop the ult, was probably waiting for his teammate to help him with it, and will fall to Waffles without doing much damage here. Pure luck, no skill, just inside the smoke with his sheriff. His trail will be gotten and he will be revealed, and a counter ult in fact coming in from Arman instead. Gets pure luck, no skill. Neon does jump out, almost is spammed though, and does lose her life to Negroni, who was waiting for him, and now a close situation here.
Player standing.
The boost does pick up Ni9tails, and it's all down to Menethil. He has 5 bullets and 4 targets. Let's see if he managed to pick out a few. But the peak is strong from boost. He does get the jump on Menethil, and the scores have equalized, and there's a bye on both sides of the team. Neck and neck as expected from these two teams. Very sweaty situation for everybody, but we have 5 ults online on the side of Team GG. I would not be surprised to see this round go in their favor. Maybe capitalize on the Neon ult or not, or save it for an eco round is their call. But with the Breach ult, a Raze ult and a Brim ult, getting the plant down has to be a difficulty in this round. And Team Waffles is playing for picks this time, as we can see, and Team Ni9tails is moving the aggression over at A main. Do not see anyone, and are rotating over. Some action over at Arcade. Neon has an off angle here, will catch boost off guard, and gets a huge opener for their team. Rest of the team is mostly in spawn for Team Waffles. They have not managed to push up anywhere yet, and Team Ni9tails is sitting pretty. We're just watching all the angles and waiting for Team Waffles to make their move. Brim just keeping the doors open here, as one should do.
Launching smoke.
He does spot only classic pushing up through and gets another pick. 5 ults, but they have. Oh, they did use the Breach ult and the Brim ult. Oh yeah, they did that. They did that a bit preemptively, right? Did not really find much from that. And over here we have Neon watching this crucial angle of the cross towards B main, which is where Team Waffles is trying to go.
Left.
He successfully dodges the flash, and Menethil is there lying in wait for them, but it's all down to Waffles right now inside. Does fall, and Arman coming in from behind is a bit late, could not support her team, and Neon does know where Arman is, and Arman picks up 2 crucial kills, but there is no time on the clock.
10 seconds left.
And Brim is watching the spike. It probably will not be a plant. Arman does jump onto the spike and manage to get a plant though. They're definitely getting the good eco here. He is playing close to spike and will be flanked by 2 players, and that is it for Arman. And we head into a third victory for Team Ni9tails. Just having a little discussion on who gets to defuse it. Definitely should be Brim, but Brim is having a bit of cold feet here. Finally gets down to defusing the spike, and we move on to our 6th round. Well played by Team Waffles. Mostly they did not walk into the A main hold that Team Ni9tails had set up for them. A lot of the ults were wasted, but now they are in a bit of they actually are not in any difficulty. They have saved up some buck. They have enough money for this round and the next, and Negroni, even on his chamber ult, will have enough firepower to contest Team Ni9tails for the coming few rounds. And let's see what Team Ni9tails is planning to do. Menethil pops up his ult and is holding over at B main, but the action is actually happening over at A main, where the nade that has been thrown every single round this time actually finds a frag. And we have GG Vishal still jiggling that angle, waiting for Arman to give him a head to shoot at. And we have only classic coming out on top. equalizing things for Team Waffles. And we have to play a late chamber lurk here. Will he catch Neon, or will Neon catch him is the question. And Negroni with a better buy does not expect the second player to also be lurking over there, but that brings out the rotate from Team Ni9tails. But the action is over at A main, and A main is down. Team Waffles has full control, and Arman is playing close. He goes up to Dish, will be waiting for them patiently, and a 2v3 retake is going to be a little difficult. The spike is planted, and not in the best of spots, but since the players are playing from side, it shouldn't be too bad. A 2v3 retake, they can play off the contact of Raze here, so it is going to be easy.
Player standing.
The molly doesn't quite manage to flush Sky out, and Arman is there to clean things up from the position of Dish. 3k for him this round, and with 3k it's 3-3 on the board. Arman doing some huge work for Team Waffles. 10-4 is the man's KD, and this man is hungry for more.
There.
Still has his ult. Negroni also has his ult. He's probably going to pop it out this round, and let's see where they want to go with this. On the other side of things, Vishal also has an ult active now, and should be using it soon. It is an eco round though, so he may or may not choose to, but there is some action coming over at Arcade. Deep smoke at Arcade this time, and Vishal is going to be looking to push on the back of that. Does find boost looking the other way, but in the meantime there's a lot happening over at B main. The crossfires are set though, and the party is also coming in from tower, and the party finds two. A huge party coming in from Vishal, and Vishal gets guns for his teammates. Only classic also. And GG Ni9tails says no ace for you, my man, and completely kills Negroni as soon as he sees him. A lot of upgrades on the board, and a huge swing down goes towards Team Ni9tails off the back of the ult, and they manage to convert a thrifty down. The ults though are on Team Waffles side this time, and oh hello.
Teleport's ready.
थर्ड प्लेस मैच 1-1 हो गया. हाँ काफी क्लोज मैच चल रहा है. You want to play भी शुरू हो गया. तो कहाँ है ये? B main. A huge B main aggression coming in from Team Waffles. Fade ult is also there. Chamber is about to get flanked. He does manage to escape with his life. A 5v5 retake on the cards. GG managed with the Viper pit being dropped here. They cement their position inside. The spike still needs to go in though, and Waffles just makes in, and the spike goes down. Do we have any ults for the defenders to work with? Only a Neon ult. Probably not the best ults for the situation, but Neon is good enough for stealth. Arman though coming in clutch with a huge party, but just misses everyone. The spam is good. Gets one of the spam, tries to run away, but Ni9tails catches him, but just misses Waffles, who is holding strong inside the Viper's pit. Gets two, and it's all down to GG Vishal, who is not finding anyone over in the pit, and only Classic, through with the spam, does not let this round slip away. Good execute, good entry into side, and definitely solidifying that place in there, getting the spike plant, and it was a bit close. The duels were going either way, but Team Waffles does come out on top, and that has been the story of this game so far. Very close through and through, and we are sitting at 4-4. The Neon ult has been dormant for a while. Would like to see it used, and she is the one aggressing A main this time, which has always been a point of contention throughout the map. There's always someone dying over at A main, and Fade also with a little lurk here over at Dish will be tripping that soon, maybe. No, just choose to stay here patiently, and both teams just feeling themselves out. Just give me a second, be right back.
Here.
Right, what action did I miss? Negroni
30
and
seconds
Arman
left.
have fallen, the two spearheads for Waffles' attack. And
Last
only
player
Classic also
standing.
goes down. Wait, this
Spike
are we
down,
moving
B.
towards a flawless round? Because last I checked, Bush was at Dish. Now he's here. Maybe he'll get a few. He does hide from the running Neon. And
10
will
seconds
he
left.
get a few picks? He sees everyone running away. He's in the middle of everybody.
Get back.
Does get one, but Ni9tails hits her shot and one bullet to the face and secures the 5th round victory. Team Waffles again sitting pretty on money though, can have enough money to force rifles all across the board, and we will see. Not as rich as I thought. Couple Spectres, couple rifles versus a full buy coming in from Team GG, and Team GG could be looking to extend that lead here, and if they do win this one, they would also be forcing an eco onto Team Waffles. So it's a must-win situation for Team Waffles, or the entire pace of this round would be set by Team GG. And another deep smoke, another Vishal is not afraid to push through, use all of his utility, but manages to find himself in a good corner. And some action over here at A main. Only Classic gets 2, and that's all the opening duels going in Team Waffles' favor, apart from maybe the one lurk at Arcade that failed. And they will have free sight here and a free possibly open plant also, and they will be happy to take that. Both Brim and Menethil down to 1 health off the fight with Fade, and Arman does get the jump onto them. Both players will be very low now. Brim just 2 shots now, and Team Waffles will be happy to play this back from the safety of the bomb site. And it probably is logical for Team Ni9tails to be saving these 2 rifles into the next round at this point, and they do decide to do that and let the spike tick down to an explosion. Man's lucky, living on 1 health, borrowed health. And the Team Waffles not quite going on the hunt, happy to chill and spawn. And we are looking set for a 5-5 score, completely tied up again. There's nothing separating these two teams. And we have an 11th round with Team Ni9tails calling in another timeout. They probably wanted me ensure at least a couple more rounds go their way, and their eco is fine though, yet not a bit of an awkward buy here. Brim does have a lot of money, so that's the saving grace. Should be able to afford all rifles. And on the side of ults, this one round isn't going to play out with any, unless someone manages to capture 2 orbs. Not very likely. Haven't seen that happen yet in this match. And it'd be interesting to see what they switch out on the back of this timeout. They have been losing plants to A site a couple of times, where they end up being out rotated, and Team Waffles walks into sight of the one lurk in Arcade. That's probably something that they want to address. Maybe switch up their defense, switch up the roles. Chamber on A in the start was a little effective at stopping the A push. Maybe they'll want to do that again. Let's see what happens here.
There.
And we have 3 players making their way towards A.
There.
Fade is going back towards the Arcade lurk, and Team Waffles wants to get into a B side push. Chamber just dropping the trip over at A will come back to B actually. It's a 3B to A
There.
situation. A very solid setup from Team Ni9tails, and another deep smoke to stop Team Waffles in their tracks. Let's see if it works out this time. The last time they dropped some smokes, they pushed through it and gave up their lives, but they are ready for the flank over at Arcade again. Managed to pick off poor Boost again, who is not having the best of games so far. Should probably start playing with his team more now that the duels are not going his way. And we have Ni9tails here, who is picked off by peeking Arman from tunnel, and one player is still at tower, and disciplined play ensues here. No one's over peeking so far, and no mistakes made yet after the first initial picks were done. They are looking to explode on the side though, and B main, they do clear side. They find the player in tower, and Arman is going to be pushing him, but GG Vishal comes on top, gets a nade pick and a headshot at the same time, coming in huge for his team. Now it's down to a 2v3, but Neon will catch Waffles off guard, and only Classic is stuck here between two, is about to be knifed by Vishal. Oh, I wish I caught that. I couldn't find the number in time, but yes, statement made at the end of the round, and we move into the last round of this half. We have two ults almost active for Waffles and Boost. I would like to see them, farm those orbs, get these ults out to maybe ensure this round victory. And similarly, Vishal does have his ult, so it is not going to be very easy. He would be any grouped up play would be stopped in its tracks by a rocket to the face. So a bit of a default setup. No, a dish push and a B main push coming in from Team Waffles. Maybe they do want to secure the orb, and Fade is also going in for the orb, so that is exactly what they're doing. And with the power of two ults combined and Captain Planet, they might execute onto a site, and we see the site is probably B. We see Raze and Fade rotate back towards Arcade. Nope, they do take the rope, swing in through the zip lines, and they regroup. They probably want to explode onto B main together, but the clock is running low. They have lost precious 40 seconds. But we have Raze here. No one is watching tunnel, but are the sounds heard by Raze? He can hear footsteps. He hears some squishy noises, so he can call that almost all the members of Team Waffles are here. But with 40 seconds on the clock, the execute needs to happen right now. They do not have any more time to waste. The fear has not been faced, because Vishal pops his ult instantly, and it's going to make things difficult for Waffles, who does fall in the process. Only they do manage to get side though, but the spike is down and out, and they're getting cleaned up left, right and center. Only Classic managed to get one, but his position is known, will not be good for many more, and it's all down to only Classic, who does fall to pure luck, no skill. A 7-5 half. Team 9tails is just edging out at the very end, manages to hold on. A bit too much time wasted, I think, by Team Waffles in the start. Should have picked a site and gone in there sooner, but definitely a difficult situation. And with the added pressure of the clock and the Raze ult to completely, give them a little shock when they were already low on time, definitely a bit overwhelming. But now it is Team Waffles on defense, and let's see if they have something prepared for Team 9tails. Again, Chamber with the usual trip spot here. As I say that, he just switches it up. Fair enough, man. You do you. And probably wants to stick it in a little deeper. What am I saying? And we have Team 9tails absolutely running in towards A main. There is no stopping Neon. Does spot out Waffles, but we have 3 on A. Let us see. There are multiple players on Sands, and this is where the action is. Though Vishal has already pushed in. Waffles good with her Sheriff. A lot of chaos here over at A. A lot of dead bodies, and it's down to a 2v3. The retake is coming in together. The nade will stop the plant, but Neon gets a huge pick. Peeks in at the right time, but Boost is good for one, and he is finding his footing in the defense half of things. It seems Neon is pushing him, but they need to peek together, peek strong, and the flash is there, does not connect. But we have 2 players flanking him, and Waffles gets that Sheriff headshot, absolutely bang on, and will defuse and secure the pistol round for Waffles. Round that they did need to equalize game back in, to get themselves back in the game, and a 6-7 scoreline, probably going into a 7-7 unless Team GG decides to force, which they can. They do have a lot of money on the board, and we will see what they choose to do. Only classics, it seems, for Team GG, and seems to be an A split from the looks of things. There will be some aggression coming in from Dish, some from A main, but Neon is rotating towards B main, lurking up there with the Sheriff, hoping to catch anyone aggressing. But as it is an anti-eco, the defender shouldn't really be aggressing anything. So let's see. The first trip, Ni9tails and Pure Luck No Skill will probably be stopped by the trip here and reevaluate the strategy. And let's see what team GK decides to do off the back of this. Peace and quiet for now, while both teams try to evaluate each other. And Boost very close to this door. Drops in a recon, does not see anybody. And Brim definitely hearing that would be trying to get the jump on Boost, but the flick is good, flick is strong, and Boost managed to escape with half his life and drops in a solid recon, not a recon, full thingy, which will trap Breach, but no real information garnered here. And there is the attacking side team is making their way onto A again, coming in all the way from both from A main and Dish.
30 seconds left.
And it is going to be on Viper here to get 2, but does fall after getting 1. And now it's the defenders are getting pushed back by a grenade. And
That's not ready.
give me a sec. Yeah. And now it's down to Negroni and Arman for a successful retake. The weapons have not been upgraded on the attacker side of things. The last player in Dish, but Arman is good for 2 and managed to defuse the spike and equalize things.
Shame. I love explosions.
Yeah. Alright. Moving onwards, we have a full buy round coming in from Team GG, and it's gonna be interesting to see where they go with this. They are gearing towards A main again. That has been where they've been trying to go all these rounds, and Viper again happy to play inside. Let's see, with an immortalized Sheriff, a very, as I've mentioned earlier, a very cultured skin. Neon waltzing in with a Vandal, does not pick up Waffles, who is holding there with just a Sheriff. Will drop in the flash. Negroni does pick up 1 though.
Down A.
And we have Negroni with good for another, coming in huge. Is going to get jumped by Vishal though, and that's 3 players inside, ready to plant the spike. We have a post plant setup going on with 1 player holding up in main. Spike is not planted for main though, and the aggression will be coming in from Dish. We do have Raze ready for that though. Will be peeking out and doesn't manage to get 1. And flash is there from Waffles, does not manage to pick up anybody. And
1 enemy remaining.
And Ni9tails managed to get Waffles. A nade, bullets coming Arman's way, and he does his best, but there's too much thrown his way, literally. And we move on to an 8-7 scoreline with Team Ni9tails in the lead, and Waffles now will join them with full rifles. Almost full rifles.
Out of charges. Out of charges. Out of charges.
Alright, another quick push by Neon. Only Classic with a solid 1-way there though. Will stop them in their tracks. The trip, there was no trip on Dish though, so they could get a jump on him, but that is walled off by Viper. Viper utilities will definitely be a huge pain. But now that they're gone and the breach ult is popped, and Sky still on top of site. Viper still on top of site, is checked by Neon, and that is very clean by Neon. Opening up the site for his team, and all the defenders will now have to play a 2v4 retake. It's not going to be an easy situation. Ooh,
Last
Boost
player
almost
standing.
had the timing on Pure Luck No Skill, but Pure Luck No Skill disciplined, waits for his stun first to peak, and we have Arman Tucker holding on to his Phantom and getting ready for next round. I guess I kinda need to go for a bit, so I will be switching out the camera and the mic for a bit. Come back to cast if I get some time, but we will be following the game around.
There. This way. Fire in the hole. Go, go, go.
Away! Teleport's gone.
Spike planted. Pull caps. Here comes the party. One enemy remaining. Last player standing. Thanks. Ah, shame. I love explosions.
Whew. Oh my god, what an insane round by Arman. Absolutely coming in huge for Team Waffles. Drops that ult, gets that final clutch situation in his favor, and comes in with a huge round for Team Waffles. They really needed that to close down on the lead, and they do. And with an insane play by this man once again has been star play for Team Waffles for a while now. And the stun does manage to catch Boost and Chamber. Let's see if Neon will clear this angle. Does not, and will pay for it with his life, but Neon does still find Negroni. But Boost is good for 2, will redeem himself. But Pure Luck No Skill, low on health, but does come all the way from Sands. Will be revealed by the Fate Doggy, and does spot Fate just before he goes, but he's stuck in main, and the other person is also in lane. Fate does loop around, and we have only Classic picking up GG no Pure No Skill, and now Boost is healed back up. A clean 1v3 for Menethil. A tough ask. He'll have to pull off what the other chamber did in the previous round, and let's see if he can. Playing safe, Team Waffles waiting for Menethil to do anything before contesting, and he does not spot anyone yet. There is Waffles waiting for him just behind this corner, who is picked off by Menethil. He goes in for the safe plant. There should be some utility being thrown his way, a reveal and maybe a molly, but only Classic is happy to lop his head off just with the Vandal, and it's a 9-9 scoreline for Team Waffles, who will be forcing Team GG on a bit of an eco. Don't have the best purchase, but there are 2 players with ults and money, so it might be a full buy again coming in from Team Ni9tails with the Chamber and the Neon ult. 2 very conflicting ults in terms of how they should be played, and let's see how that changes things in this round. Interesting from Team Viper to wall off Arcade. Again, only Classic using his utility very well to drop in, you know, his utility on all choke points for a site. and he is being left alone on B, which is probably the correct decision because Team 9tails does want to fully aggress Sans, and Neon not managing to find anyone there. Arman is still alive. Waffles gets one. Arman gets another with a blast pack of all things. Insane utility usage. Boost is ready for one. Not quite ready for pure luck, no skill. But here we have 9tails sneaking in from Sans, ready for these players. And now it's down to only Classic and Arman will not miss from that angle. Absolutely lethal from Team Waffles, and now it looks like it should be an eco from Team GG. No, they still got money. That's the power of having a chamber and a neon. You all use your ults and chill. And now we have Team Waffles with 3 ults to push Team GG back though. And Team GG would probably be working around with their Breach ult, who is ready and looking towards going A main maybe. Yeah, they do drop some pings on the map, giving us some idea that they want to aggress Sans, but maybe that's just to throw me off as they all go towards arcade. And there is a Viper wall there, but if they don't make any sounds, this is not really an angle that they're checking. Viper is checking it from a little deep situation. Probably hears something. The fade all the way back, looping around, dropping in a recon. Team Waffles playing very well to know already where the players are planning to go. They do see that the players have managed to go up into tower. Viper is smoked off, and this seems like they will. A bit of an overextension from Viper. The angle was not clear. Viper has bounced all the way into the sky. Sorry, chamber. And now Waffles coming in huge with a pick of her own, and it is now. The Sky ult has been popped. Very powerful ult here. The spike has not yet been planted. Boost goes into the midst of things and pays for it with his life. Too many people picking him, and Ni9tails is ringing through the shots all down to Waffles. A 1v4 retake does not seem to be like it's on the cards. Pure luck, no skill is going to be pushing her, but just spams it through the box and gets that kill. And a kill for everybody on the side of Team Waffles, Team 9tails, and we are moving in towards a 10-10 score line. Guns on all sides of the board, and very interesting, very close game. Double digits for both teams. Man, the one round I decide not to cast this guy, Arman goes in and gets in a huge 3k. Insane. And he needs to pull off more heroics like that if he wants to see his team on top. Both Reezes out top fragging for both teams here. A very impactful plays coming in from both of these players. Some aggression over at A main and B main happening at the moment. Arcade is also kind of being checked, but I think the first point of contact is going to happen over at A main, where Boost is checking. Boost is ready, but pure luck, no skill with the jump peek. Negates any gunfights that were about to happen. And rotations are coming in towards A main from both sides of the team. And bullets exchanged, but no targets hit yet. Ni9tails looking to capitalize on the commotion by lurking into tower. Viper is not checking that yet, does loop around smelling some foul play and checks that tower is still clear, and we have Team 9tails patiently waiting still outside B main, slowly inching towards a 5-man push towards A main. We do have 3 players from Team Waffles waiting for them there, but they do. Team 9tails has like to go into Sans over and over again, and these 3 players might get overwhelmed soon if they do not manage to land their first few shots. And almost tried to get away, but they did get overwhelmed hard. And Boost is going to be playing safe from A main. Wait for his team. Waffles is picked off though, and Boost comes in huge with 2. Is not able to get another, and now it's all left down to Viper. And he is heard across the map. 2 players are ready to peek him, and pure luck, no skill. Clean shot onto Classic's head will secure them the lead. They come from a deficit of 9-10 to 11-10, and Team Waffles is in a sticky situation when it comes to the buy. They will have to decide whether they want to let this round go with a weaker buy or force things, because 12 rounds, giving them another round for free is going to be very difficult here. Maybe they'll have to play around the Viper ult with the Judge. Maybe play around the Raze ult. Let's see what they do. Team 9tails going to switch up their strategy this time. They're not aggressing Sands now. They are going for an arcade split. Only 2 players in B from Team Waffles. Brim is looking to push in. Pure luck, no skill, finds Fade lurking in on Dish though. Very heads up play from him and already securing them the man advantage in this round. Viper is looping back to check tower. He does hear sounds at rope. Holds on an angle and absolutely blasts Ni9tails. And it's all down to him though to come in huge here now, but Ni9tails actually taking the initiative, trying someone with an ult and cleaning up Viper on the side. A 2v4 difficult retake now with inferior weaponry. Chamber falls to Pure Luck, no skill over at arcade. Now it's just down to Arman, and he did manage to pick one in this round, but that was about it. And now he will be jumped on by Breach. He gets one. He is bamboozled by the other and drops to Neon. And with that we have a commanding lead for team GG. And Brim does call something about a smoke, which I do not quite know what happened. And let's go. Another round for Team 9tails. They are looking to clean this up, but Waffles with a buy would be looking to stop them, and they still do have both the ults to work with. And Team 9tails is going in towards A main. Let's see if it's a Sands push, which is met by a Raze ult. Things could go either way now. Fade not pushing in towards drop this time, leaving that to the trip. And tries to peek behind her doggy, but Neon is good. So many wires coming in from her, but they are of no use. She retains her life. And close play from Chamber on Sands. Let's see if they do decide to open the door. They have been so far. I'm aware of it. Team Waffles is aware of it, and a bit of a standstill before chaos. And I'm waiting for that explosion to happen. Maybe in another 5 seconds. And we patiently wait for that frightful day. It is here, and Chamber just TPs out towards safety. Here's the party, and the party is dropped from the sky, and that is heartbreaking for Team Waffles. All kills going Team 9tails' way, and it's a flawless finish to the tournament, and absolutely crushed Team Waffles in the last round. And they are deserving of the 3rd spot in the tournament. Well played to both teams, very close to the very end, and we have our winners. Oof, well played guys.
GG guys.
काफी
नहीं
close.
नहीं वो
या
चोक भी गया हमने।
ये हर गेम के पहले वार्म अप करना चाहिए था तुम लोगों को।
सो क्यूट कैट।
Well played guys.
उठाया इन लोगों ने 340
Bro, my smokes.
GG
guys.
guys. Well played.
GG.
GG, well played, well played.
हाँ भाई 1000 रुपए।
क्या करोगे 1000 रुपए का?
आपस में बांटेंगे भाई।
बांटोगे 1000
आपका शाम का नाश्ता हो जाएगा सबका।
हाँ मेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड पे भेज देना अपना UPI ID. I think UPI will work for you, right? हाँ तो that's हाँ that should be fine.
I get मुझे नीचे से सबको चाय पिलानी है।
हाँ नीचे से
आप
Amazing. चलो बढ़िया है. Good shit guys. 3 matches for the 3rd place finally. चलो बढ़िया है. Good shit.
यप इंटेंस थे तीनों मैचेस।
हाँ ये स्मोक्स के बारे में क्या बोल रहे थे? What were you saying? What happened to your smokes?
You didn't saw?
नहीं I didn't see. मैं तो अलग ही कास्टिंग कर रहा था.
वो लास्ट राउंड नहीं था ना? नहीं लास्ट के पहले वाला राउंड।
वो अंडरपास स्मोक कर रही है। उसको मैंने बोला जेनी या कैंटीन स्मोक कर। शी स्मोक्ड अंडरपास। बाहर से कोई नहीं आने वाला गाइस।
सॉलिड स्टैट। मेरी फट गई यार. राउंड रीस्टार्ट करना है क्या? मैं ये तो जीते हैं. ये क्यों बोल रहे हैं?
Anyway, so GG guys. Bye bye.
Bye
Waffles.
Bye Fixie. Bye Nine.
Bye. Thanks for playing. Bye.
Bye.
बाय बाय मान यार, खत्म हो गया पोस्ट
Hello,
मैच
best G.
इंटरव्यू।
पता है मेरे को 3:45 पे इन्होंने उठाया है
उठाया
कि
तू सो
मैच
रहा
आ
था?
जा।
तू सो रहा
हाँ
था?
मैं सो रहा था।
ओह माय
मेरे
गॉड।
गर्दन में बहुत दर्द है यार।
गर्दन में कैसे दर्द होता है भाई? क्या करता है गर्दन के साथ?
गलत पोजीशन में सो गया। पता है मैं गेम खेल रहा हूँ और मेरी मम्मी मेरे को हीटिंग पैड लगा रही है गर्दन में।
ओह माय गॉड भाई, ये क्या सिचुएशन आ रहा है? डेफिनेटली वर्कड आउट दो।
हाँ भाई
काफी
मजा आ
काफी
गया।
काफी फ्रैग किया तूने दोनों मैचेस में भाई। फ्रैक्चर में तो मैच एमवीपी है भाई तू, नेक्स्ट लेवल। शिट ब्रो।
Yes. मजा आया। Thanks for the game though.
थैंक्स फॉर प्लेइंग यार, थैंक्स। होप यू हैड अ फन टूर्नी, बट चलते हैं चलो
Yeah, it's so fun.
दोबारा।
Bye.
और बाय मैन, सी या।
Bye. Yeah.
And with that, the stream comes to an end.